Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I just want to give my input on the ghouls and what I don't like about it and what I do like about it, and just give you a couple things that you might not know. Because the ghouls are pretty new. So we're gonna start off with the good things. Just so it's not completely all hate. One thing I love about the ghouls is, if you're a melee, ghoul is definitely the way to go. If you're a melee, you get so much benefit from being a ghoul. Um, the big part is the 300 extra damage. Like, let me show you. So there's a ferrometer, and most of you guys do know about this. So it gives you 150 extra melee damage. So that alone for being a melee is really freaking awesome. The more melee damage, the more damage you do overall. So that's really sweet about it. Another thing I like about it is you don't need stim packs anymore. So all you have to do is something that gives you radiation, or I like a gamma gun. So you could just shoot the ground. Like, let's say I'm going down, I just shoot the ground and I heal. The bad thing is, yeah, you do have to swap over to a gamma gun, but it's not that hard. Another thing you could also do is, instead of stim packs, you could drop them all and start carrying toxic goo. So toxic goo is your new stim pack, and it's just free. You could get this all over the world. Well, not over the world, but you can get it in a couple places around the world. You could also do like dirty water or radiated food or just anything that gives you rads. So that's the things I like about it. Another thing I like about it is it's new. It's something different. We haven't been it haven't been a thing. So new content is always awesome. It gives you a new look to your player. So this is how I look now. I look like an old lady, kind of like you can see my hands and my face. Um, so I do love that stuff about it. It's only a little bit of things I do love about it. There's a lot more hate than love. But I just had to drop in the love in there. One thing I do hate, this is probably the only thing I hate the most. Well, one of the things I hate the most. What I do, I go get every once in a while. I have to go. They're nuclear key cards. If you don't know what nuclear key cards are, this is what they look like. They're a key card. You go inside White Springs. You call in a robot, and then you go hold the key card down. And you use it to drop nukes. But if you're a ghoul, it don't let you go inside of the place. Um, you can't go inside of here. It says the Enclave, it has a disguise of ghouls, have a distasteful taste in ghouls or whatever, and they don't like ghouls. So if you're a ghoul, you can't go in there. You can go in there. You have to do this. So it's gonna be a little bit longer of a video. But you come. Wait, is it Radiant Hills? I'm pretty sure it's Radiant Hills. If you don't know where it's at, where it takes you, you come to. It says this for a lot of places. This is the only place that it bugs me. It tells you go to Radiant Hills and visit some girl called Jay. So Radiant Hills is over here. You'll unlock it whenever you do the ghoul quest line. Um, so you go there and they give you a disguise, and the disguise lets you go in there. Um, but it changes your whole appearance. So if you have like a really cool costume, if you have the red dress, if you have the tattered field jacket, if you have forest camo jumpsuit, if you have anything that you traded up a good value amount for, it's worthless if you want to go inside these type of places to do these things. And like I said, there's a bunch of different places, and here's the lady. Here she is. So you go to her, and you go not in power armor, and then she changes you, and then boom, you're changed. So this is the outfit they give you, and now you can go inside of these places that don't like ghouls because you're covered up. So you have to come and dress up each time. And then whenever you wanna, let's say I go to White Springs and I go do what I go call a new card, then I have to come back over here to this lady and tell her, hey, can you like undress me pretty much? And it just, I need you to remove my disguise, boom. So she takes it off. You have to go back and put on your clothing. Not that one. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom, you go back and do what you want to do. It's not that big of a deal, but if you do this really often, it gets annoying after like a while. Like let's say you're farming new cards, you gotta come in here each time, or just wear the outfit throughout the whole day. I guess that's one thing you could do. Let me go to my tent so I can show you the other. I'll just go to my base. And this is another thing I do. This might not affect all of you guys or a lot of people at all. But I do like playing as different builds. So if you're strictly melee, this won't affect you. If you don't ever change from melee, you just run melee 24/7. This would not affect you. But I do things that don't require melee. So whenever I'm running a silo, I take off my melee build and I put on my commando build because it's just easier for me to like shoot stuff from a distance. And whenever I'm in a silo, I just like to be like relaxed. I don't want to run up to each creature and like smack them. Um, so what I have to do, let my base load in real quick. Okay, this thing loaded in. So what I have to do, have to come here, and then I have separate builds for things. Like I have commando, energy, whatever, whatever, whatever. Um, so I have to go change melee, and then boom. And then once I do that, there's certain perk cards that don't work with commando anymore. Like, let me show you the perk cards. So for the most part, it's not a lot of them, but it is a couple of them. Like, let me just scroll till I see. Like, this is one of them. You're halfway likely. This is a pretty lame one. It's mainly the endurance cards. So there's like you can see these are locked. They wouldn't be locked for you if you weren't a ghoul. But let me just go to endurance. So like the good ones that I like this one, increased damage resistance based on endurance. There's also the natural disease one. There's also the AP one, the radical one. I mean, this one makes sense. It's your goal. You really don't need that one, so that's whatever. I like rejuvenated also. This one gives you more AP whenever you're fully fed, and you should always be eating in this game. Where's that? Uh, this one it gives you AP just for having endurance. So it's like that for a couple of them. So it does get annoying after times. Like there's a lot of them to be honest, and it's just it's really annoying having to rework your build. So if you didn't know that, that's one thing that's really annoying. Um, Another thing, so this goes back on me playing multiple builds. I wanna sometimes I wanna do the raids. So melee it is good for the first part, like melee raids, whatever. I run this till I get to stage 3, and then I swap over to my heavy gun build. But my heavy gun build is a Gatling plasma, and being a ghoul, it says negative 300% gun accuracy when you're feral all the way. You can work with this. You can if you. This is gonna really hurt me. But if you eat something, like a psychotat, you see how my feral meter goes away, and I'm gonna eat it again, and it goes away even more. So now when I go to my feral, um, okay, it don't say feral anymore. It says odd. So it took away the extra damage from melee, and it took away the negative 300 gun accuracy or the minus gun accuracy. So let's say I took it away, so now I can use my Gatling plasma. I can come over here. I can activate my heavy raid build. I can use my Gatling plasma without it having a really bad negative effect. But okay, we're done the raid. I killed the boss, whatever. I'm gonna go do another raid now, and then I go and I switch to my melee. I switch to my melee build. Boom, a melee build now. Now me taking those stim packs or taking the psychotats, taking away my feral, I don't have the benefit anymore of 150 extra melee damage. I can get that back. The feral meter just has to go all the way to 0 again. Like it's like little taps, and the more or less feral you are, the more damage you could do, or the more benefits you get, I guess. Under it goes from odd to feral to there's 2 other ones. And there's nothing you can do to make that little meter go down quicker. If it's all the way up to the top, like, oh, this is gonna hurt me so bad. You see my meter? It's all the way to above. It's above AP. It's that little skull thing. And before it used to say odd over here. Now it says wonderful. Now I have 3 strength, 3 endurance, and 30 extra HP. So that's cool. I don't have the melee buff anymore. Now I have to wait 2 whole hours of actual gameplay. Like you have to be in the game for 2 whole hours for the meter to go. The only way for it to go down is you gotta just wait. You gotta just play the game and let the meter go down little by little by little by little. There is one single legendary perk card that you can add. It's called uh, Action Diet. So each kill heals AP and reduces how feral you are by 5%. So if you activate this perk card, it makes you each kill knocks it off for 5%. So I mean you can activate that perk card and just go on a kill frenzy, like go anywhere where you could find a bunch of monsters, and each monster is minus 5%. So you would just have to do that forever if you don't want to wait for the 2-hour timer for it to go down. So that's another really big thing I hate about the ghoul things. Um, that's all I'm thinking about right now. I know there is more things that I don't like. There might be more things that I do like, but that's all that's coming to mind. If you didn't know these things, well, now you know, because like the goals are pretty new, and I don't know if other people are talking about this or not, or like there's videos on it or not. I don't know, but those are just a couple things I hate and a couple things I like. If you have anything that you hate or you do like that I did not mention, go ahead and write it in the comments, just for people who don't know the goals like working yet, so they could see and they could make a judgment for themselves that they want to change or not. I kind of hate that I went ghoul because I can't use my other stuff. And being a ghoul is really, it's not that big of a benefit. Like, you do get 150 extra damage to melee, but to me that extra damage is not worth me not being able to play my other builds anymore. Like, I can't use these other stuffs. I mean, I can. I just gotta rework every single build I have, just because I had to rework one single melee. And the melee I had before, when I was not a ghoul, was decent enough that the extra 150 damage is, it don't even affect me. Like, I was doing crazy damage before being a ghoul without the extra 150 damage. So it's not really worth it being a ghoul. Um, but that's just me. Tell me what you